Greetings. As we finally begin to demask, and I gaze upon you all right now, I'm reminded of how beautiful the Ramsey community truly is. Thank you for being here today. I currently stand here, proud to share the title of Salutatorian with my friend and occasional academic rival, Bobby Taylor. Growing up in Saddle River, my first introduction to this community began during the summer before 6th grade, when a group of Dater girls reached out and invited me to the annual St. Paul's Carnival. I accepted their invitation with a mix of excitement and nervousness. I can still vividly remember feeling immediate ease when I saw my soon-to-be classmates excitedly awaiting my arrival at the fair, and their eagerness to join me on every single ride. I'm proud to say that many of those girls have remained dependable friends to this day. High school soon became my second home, a home that certainly cannot be given its proper credit in the few minutes I have to give this speech. For the past 4 years, I've been privileged to attend a school where foreign language classrooms echo with the sounds of French, Spanish, and Mandarin. Our athletic teams have produced some of New Jersey's finest athletes, perfecting their soccer, lacrosse, football, field hockey skills on the back turf. On more than one occasion, our world-traveled marching band has serenaded the halls with an outstanding instrumental remix of Britney Spears' song Toxic. And by the way, free Britney. And most importantly, one doesn't have to look further than our school's very own cafeteria to find the world's best chocolate chip cookies. More so than ever before, the perseverance of our community shone through during this unconventional school year. Our faculty worked continuously, striving to give us a real school experience. I do have to commend Mr. Esdale and Dr. Thumb. They really did a phenomenal job instituting stringent COVID guidelines while revamping their once favorite phrase, "This is your school," to their newest catchphrase, "aggressive compliance." I'm not entirely sure anyone here can actually define what that means, but throwing the two words together seemed to work out pretty well, so we won't question it any further. So throughout this year, everyone tried to aggressively comply with the rules and regulations set in place to keep us COVID safe, like using the one-way hallways, the face covering requirements, the social distancing, and my personal favorite, the open window policy. There was nothing like sitting on class on the coldest winter day and seeing my own breath with every exhale. I can honestly say the open window policy gave new meaning to the phrase aggressive compliance. When I look around me, I see our future, the next generation of entrepreneurs, engineers, lawyers, artists, and more. In naming a few of the possible candidates, we have Liam Nelson, someone who will quite likely become a future president of the United States, as he is one of the few adolescent males in existence who would rather watch C-SPAN news on Super Bowl Sunday. Luke Natoli, probably the funniest guy around, and one who will certainly rival Jerry Seinfeld someday. Patrick Chambers, a guy who is always amazing us with his photographic memory and limitless knowledge of history. Tyler Hornage, a talented mechanic who could take apart a car engine and put it back together again, blindfolded. Corinne Banagin, destined to compete as an Olympian gymnast, already having competed in faraway places like Peru, Indonesia, Philippines, and Qatar, just to name a few. And I traveled to Clifton, Demorest, Westwood, and Riverdale for varsity soccer. Not one over the county line. And now it's with deep gratitude that I applaud the faculty members who consistently went above and beyond in their academic deliverance. Thank you, Mr. Smarge, for never failing to crack a corny dad joke in class and showing me what it means to be punctual, because as many of you know, punctuality is one of his specialties. Thank you, Ms. Palco, for becoming more like a friend than a teacher to me. And a big shout out to all the other instructors who have helped to shape the minds and touch the hearts of the class of 2021. And to the class of 2021 itself, I encourage you all to stay curious and ask questions. Albert Einstein once said, The important thing is to not stop questioning. Regardless how stupid your question may seem, and trust me, I've asked a lot of stupid questions, just ask, because only by seeking those answers will you acquire the knowledge you desire. Whether you are the kind of person whose mind went blank just before giving an oral presentation, or you were Scott Gutwitter performing a flawless gymnastic split in front of the entire school during the winter pep rally. Very impressive work, Scotty. We have all been thrown into awkward or uncomfortable situations, but it's the moments like these that truly build our character and teach us to embrace the unknown. I will always remember the times with my fellow classmates when I laughed so hard my stomach began to hurt, or when our 254-pound vice principal crowd surfed at our senior prom. Yes, I did find out his exact weight for this speech. All the joys and memories we have cemented in our past, along with the ones we reminisce about in the present, will be carried with us into our futures and give us a reminder of our Ramsey home, a place that will forever be a part of us. Friends, you have no idea how good it feels to come to the end of another brilliantly delivered and impeccably written speech. Unfortunately, neither do I. Thank you for listening, and go Rams.